What's going on, everyone? It's me, Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com, and right in front of us here we have the brand new Samsung Gear Fit. Now, this is probably the most interesting of all the Gear models that were announced at the Mobile World Congress Unpacked event, generally because it's actually a fitness tracker like the one I'm wearing on my wrist here, which is actually the Jawbone Up 24, plus it combines the features of a smartwatch from the old Galaxy Gears into a brand new Gear series. Now, the reason why they dropped the Galaxy name from their product line is because they went away from Android completely into a new Tizen-based software. Now, this is also at a very interesting price point. Why? Because it costs $200, which is the same price point as the Gear 2 Neo, which is essentially a Gear 2 minus the camera, and also it's a little bit built more out of plastic instead of the metal. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see if people actually buy this apart from the Gear 2 Neo, which to me kind of sounds like a better deal, but I also do like the form factor of this guy. And the main form factor really, or the selling point is, it's super small. I mean, look at it. It's tiny. So basically it has a 1.4 or 1.84 inch Super AMOLED display on the front. It's a Super AMOLED touchscreen. It runs Tizen, and basically this whole thing is actually detachable, so I can change the rubber bands. So basically I can just pop this guy out. Very similar to a Fitbit. So here's the device, and then basically if this thing wears out, you can basically just buy new ones or different colors. So we'll pop this back in here. Or actually, let's do a quick tour here. We have a, this is for the charger. There's actually a little dongle that connects through a micro USB cable and then onto the Gear Fit itself. And then this right here would be your heart rate monitor for your heart rate, obviously. If you have a Samsung Galaxy S5, you could actually use this in tandem with the S Health application on the Samsung Galaxy S5. And then snapping this leather or rubber band back on here is actually a pretty easy task. You just have to kind of place it on there, and there we go. So we'll go ahead and turn this puppy on, and we'll see it has some juice inside. And yep, there we go, Samsung Gear Fit on the tiny little display. Actually kind of looks really nice so far. Then inside the box we have, well, unwound cable for your charger, so it's a micro USB cable. It's not a USB cable itself, it's actually attached directly to the charger. Not sure if that really means anything. And we also have the dongle. So again, this will actually just connect onto the bottom of the Gear Fit. Just like so. You connect the micro USB cable end into here, and that's how you charge it. Now, battery life is quoted to be around 3 to 4 days. So far, from people that have already used the Gear Fit have told me it's more like 2 to 3 days, depending on how much you use the Gear Fit, and especially like Bluetooth and syncing and all that sort of jazz. So, again, this is running Tizen. It's definitely not Android, and it's definitely going to be a very interesting experience compared to the old Galaxy Gears. But it shouldn't be too bad. So just quickly through the menus here, we have you have your clock, which this is actually in a vertical landscape. You could actually put it horizontally, but again, it makes more sense to have it vertically since it's going to be on your wrist and you're going to be reading it like that. So you have your time, which is right now it's 11:31 p.m. on April 16th. We have notifications, media controller, settings. We'll just jump into the settings. You have your battery indicator, your clock, your wallpapers. We can actually change our wallpaper to whichever color we want. I actually kind of like this one. Reminds me of, I don't know why, it reminds me of TheVerge.com. Maybe it's the same color. Next page, we have display, which will, see, this was actually rotate your screen. So I could put it on horizontally, and then we have it here, or I actually kind of prefer it on a vertical orientation because, again, it's going to be on your wrist. Yeah, Bluetooth, double press, profile, privacy lock, and then reset your Gear Fit, and then Gear Fit info, which will just tell you information. It's very kind of similar to Android, but again, it seems pretty responsive so far. I have heard a lot of lag from the Gear 2 and the Gear 2 Neo, so this might be a little bit different since it's not running a fully fledged Tizen version, since it's only running on a 1.84 inch display. So definitely it's going to be an interesting couple weeks to use this guy as a fitness tracker. I'm still going to wear this. Why? Because it's my alarm clock, and this one does not have an alarm clock, or at least I don't think so. So it's definitely going to be interesting again. So my name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com. Leave me any comments below if you have any questions about the Samsung Gear Fit. And also if you have any other questions or requests about different phones or products from Samsung or HTC or really anybody, just leave them in the comments below. I'm always responding to comments there. And also follow me on Twitter at PhoneDog_Marco is my Twitter name. And I'll see you guys in the next video.